young children, and even in infancy, it's already starting.
And is this an American problem, or I mean, are they having this problem in Asia or in England, anywhere else?
Yes, there are problems with obesity in other parts of the country, but it's pretty high in the U.S. So this is a country that really needs to work on it. And while the rates of early obesity, like preschool, seem to perhaps be leveling off, there's still a lot of work that has to be done. So starting early and infancy is really the best place to start.
Now, according to my notes, there are some myths associated with these things, and one of them talks about actually what the mom is ingesting while she's pregnant.
Yes, this is a really interesting fact. When a mom has fruits and vegetables when she's pregnant, the baby is actually able to taste the flavors in the amniotic fluid, towards the end of the pregnancy. And when the baby is born, and if the mom has fruits and vegetables and she eats them and she breastfeeds, then the baby also tastes the flavors of the fruits and vegetables in the breast milk. And the research is showing, there's a researcher named Dr. Julia Manello that does a lot of work in this area, and she's found that by tasting the flavors and getting this early exposure, it makes the babies more accepting of these foods as they get older, which is just fascinating.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, so the child who pushes away his or her vegetables might not do that if there was some on work on the mom's part to eat vegetables. Dad has no problem with this, and Dad can eat cookies, right?
Actually, Dad should do well too, because as the baby gets a little older, and let's say it starts sitting at the table, and it's watching what its parents are doing.
Good point.
It's a really good time to be a great role model, and to eat the vegetables and fruits and to like them, and let the baby see that you like them as well.
What are your thoughts on milk in general? We hear so many different things. Like once a baby is done with its milk years, their milk shouldn't be part of the diet.
Well, milk is a really good source of calcium and vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important
Are you there?
for bone development. So I think that it probably is okay for most people to have milk.
Right.
If a baby for some reason can't, they can have soy milk and they can have other like formulas that have different ingredients in them to help out.
Okay, Adrienne, are you by chance on a what do you call it, speakerphone?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you on a speakerphone?
Not a second.
Okay.
But we'll try again. We'll try this, okay?
Oh, that's much better. Okay, whatever you did, it just fixed it a lot. We've understood so far pretty much everything you've said, but it was a little breaking up and a little bit distracting.
Oh, weird. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. So basically, you're speaking to young moms of young children, and caregivers, not just moms, but then also the moms to be, right?
Right. Moms to be also want to start to eat healthy. And also, another important thing too is to try to be, if you're a mom to be, is to, or even before you're pregnant, is to try to be at a healthy weight. And if you're pregnant and you had your kid, is to try to get back down to your pre-pregnancy weight, because the number one predictor of childhood obesity is maternal obesity. But the dads are not off the hook either, because paternal obesity is also linked to childhood obesity. So both parents actually want to be at a healthy weight as much as possible before they get pregnant again.
Yeah. We broadcast from a local mall, and we see a lot of families walking past the window here, and it is interesting to watch to observe the physiques of the families, and you have to wonder, are they all eating the wrong foods or all eating the right foods in some cases? There's a lot of people in good shape as well as bad shape. Right.
Well, another thing that's really important is to get physical activity. And some people might think, well, my baby's not walking. What does it matter? It does matter, and they should start to be physically active even during infancy, because that can help, besides strengthen their muscles and help their gross motor skill development, in other words, the use of their arms and legs and the large muscle groups.
Right.
But it also can help prevent excess weight gain and burns calories. So we talk a lot about that in Fit from the Start, but what we have, which is I'm really thrilled about this, is that on the Shape Up America website at shapeup.org, we actually have these videos of games that parents can play with their baby. So we have 4 videos from the first 12 months of life, and there's a baby with their mother or their father, and he's playing these games and activities. So it's kind of cute. So it's a short video. There's 4 of them. That's really cute, and it's very helpful. So if a person wants to know, gee, what do I do with my baby to keep him active? Here's some ideas.
Okay. So before we run out of time, I want to make sure the audience knows the website. It's shapeup.org, and the title of your book is Fit from the Start, and you are one of the co-authors of the book.
Right. For From the Start, How to Prevent Childhood Obesity in Infancy. And yes, I'm Adrienne Foreman, one of the co-authors.
Okay, excellent. And real quickly, is cereal good or bad for the children?
Is cereal?
Yeah.
Cereal it should not be put into a bottle. It's an old myth. The problem is that the baby might be too young. The digestive tract might not be ready to digest it. And they could get diarrhea or vomiting. They could probably choke. It could substitute for more nutritious breast milk or formula. So, and it could add too many calories. So, not a good idea.
All right. Adrienne, thank you so much for being on the air with us today. Go to the website, shapeup.org, and look for the book, Fit from the Start, How to Prevent Childhood Obesity in Infancy. We'll take a little break and be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Today in Florida Ag News from a Southeast AgNet, the Archbold Biological Station, which occupies 5,200 acres of pristine Florida scrub habitat on the southern tip of the Lake Wales Ridge, is considered an ecological wonder. Ronnie Gutierrez, Assistant State Conservationist for Easements with USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida, says the station has been one of their principal partners over the past few years.
In partnership with Archbold Biological Station, we've been able to protect thousands of acres of Florida that were previously wetlands and convert them back into wetland habitat and restore some of that habitat and the benefits, the environmental and community benefits that wetlands provide.
And when a chance to add over 3,600 adjacent acres of pasture land came up, it was an opportunity the Archbold Biological Station couldn't pass up. So to accomplish restoring the wetlands, they entered more than a third of the reserve into 4 conservation easements through the Wetlands Reserve Program, of course administered by NRCS.
Since 2009, USDA NRCS has invested over $470 million. A significant amount of that has been done as partnership with the Archbold Biological Station. In fact, this year, about 10 to 15